Jai Hind everybody. Today we would be discussing one of the major topic of Unit 2 of Project Management and Entrepreneurship, that is the entrepreneur idea generation and identifying the business opportunities. Both these particular topics are interrelated to each other because while we are doing some idea generation or thinking of something to be developed, then obviously we have to have a look what is the business opportunity of that particular idea. Because as we have seen that the entrepreneur should be innovative, that is, it should have new ideas to be generated or new ideas in the current existing product, so that they can know what all things are going wrong in the market and how can they improve it. While they have this particular objective of improving the current existing product or process or services which is being existing, they should identify the business opportunities in the market also. So for going into detail, how we can identify the idea and what that particular idea means. Okay, so the first line is very important. The business is not about the idea of power, but it is the power of the idea, or basically the zeal through which you take that particular work to be done into it. So if the idea is very small also, but if you take it with full strength, full zeal, so that you have to launch that particular product in the market, then it would obviously bring a revolutionary change. For this, I should tell you that the idea of developing the service application for transport was this Ola and Uber. Previously, we were having Meru cabs, but they were not having these particular online application like the Ola and Uber. So that was only the conceptual idea which came to the designers or the developers of Ola and Uber. Currently, the main strategy behind that is they only plan that particular thing. They have an artificial intelligence system which is looking into the booking, the rating, the rent charges, and the location also, and so on and so forth of these particular Ola and Uber. But previously, the Meru cabs, they used to charge more also, and we have to wait approximately more than half an hour. But now you can have a look, hardly it's 3 minutes. The minimum time is 3 to 4 minutes and the maximum time is 15 minutes. So within 15 minutes, if that particular rider doesn't comes to you, then you can cancel that particular ride also, and then you can book another ride. So in this, the power was the idea, not the power in that particular person who is having that idea. So you should have, the main thing is power of the ideas, and obviously the starting point is that particular business powerful idea only. For starting point for any of the business organization is the powerful idea. So the idea, if that particular idea is worth thinking about the worth enhancement of some particular product, process or service. While you are doing this, we have to see three major things. One is the product, another one is the process, and third one is the service. So the Ola Uber which I have taken into consideration, this is your services. Okay, now there can be some of the process ideas also. Like if I tell you that the normal dal, the arhar dal, which is made in each and every family, but there is different taste of that particular dal in each and every family. I don't take that family example, but we take a state example also. Like we have different states, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat and South. So if in general I would let you know, in North India, the taste of that particular dal is obviously something spicy sort of. While we go to Central India, the spices reduces. While we go towards down, that is Central India or Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra, there is some sweet, the jaggery, which is being added to that particular dal. And when we go towards the south, that is the Tamil Nadu and Karnataka side, then there is tamarind which is being added to that. So the same dal is made with different processes, different flavors in different states. So that is the change in that particular process which we are following. The product is same, the dal which we are making is the same, but the process which we are following is different. Again, that is an idea generation. You might have seen that Shein, Chegwan rice or some sauces which are coming. So they are telling that we have this Chinese with Indian tadka because the Indians like that spicy thing. So we have to have that particular innovative idea, and we are having this, and to enhance this, we are developing that particular idea to convert into business. So they have started a whole chain. Shezwan one. So these are some of the things which the idea has the power, and then we would be able to do it. Then we have to find, if we have these particular ideas, then we have to see the business opportunity also. How do we do that? So first, what do we mean by business opportunity? The basic aim, the bottom line of any business opportunity is to earn new profit. Obviously, whenever you are starting some particular business or enterprise or organization, we want that we should earn money from that. We should be economically sound. When we are economically sound, our family is economically sound, we try to make society economically sound. Then we come into the national growth form. So we have to see new profits or new ways of earning into it. Okay. So now how we can do this? Now question, if I want new ways of profit, then how I can achieve this? So there are either of the two ways in which we can achieve, or we can, I should say, we can exploit that particular business opportunity to earn money. So one is founding and formation of new venture, something new project or a new product or a new service. So new venture is a new part of thing which is not existing in the system, but you are taking the market, you are doing that particular market research, and you are trying to grab that particular market. So that comes out to be a new venture. The second is significant improvement in existing venture. So the existing venture can be, the existing product can be there, and we want something new to be done, or the new way. See, if I tell you the new venture is when we were having two wheels, that is the cycle, bikes. When Abdul Kalam has a mindset that we can have a plane also. So that was a new venture, new idea which came to his mind. He developed that particular aeroplane that was in parts. He took it on bicycle, and then he assembled there, and then he flight that particular aeroplane. So that was exactly a new venture, because after that the airplanes were designed for different types. There were jet planes, missile planes, fighter planes, so on and so forth. So that was exactly a new venture which came into existing. Now improvement in the existing venture means, see, I have a bicycle, normal bicycle on which we are riding. Now when I ride this particular bicycle on mountain, then I have to apply more pressure and more efforts are being done. So I came with an idea that if I increase the width of this particular tire, then I would require less pressure and less things. So for this has become a innovation. So bicycle coming, when bicycles were designed, then it was invention, and designing a normal bicycle to a terrain bicycle is a innovation. So we have to look into this. Either we can have a new venture to exploit that particular opportunity, or we can have this particular new innovation where we have that existing system and we are changing something in this. Maybe the existing in products, maybe in the process or in the services. Okay. Now, how can we identify this particular opportunity? The opportunity should be recognized. Then only we can exploit those particular opportunities, develop a new venture, or can improve our existing system. So, how can we recognize? So, it can be considered as an activity. It is obviously an activity, a whole lot of work which we have to carry out to establish a firm, and also post-founding of a firm. This is establishing a new one. Okay, if this is a new one, or if you have some existing, then you have to see what is throughout the life of that particular firm, and what can be the life of that entrepreneur, how we can improve so that we can get consistent income from that particular enterprise. Assume a company who was delivering some flavored juices. They are still there, but nowadays we don't prefer much of the flavored juices, but we come out to be fresh juice which have to be given to the customers or the client. So these particular, if they are not shifting to that particular branch or new venture, then they would be behind this particular line in having that particular income. So we have to change that particular mindset and recognize that opportunities. When after recognizing those particular opportunities, we would able to exploit them. Then what do we mean by opportunity? An opportunity has the qualities of being attractive. Obviously, it should be attractive to you as an entrepreneur. If it is attractive to you, you would be able to generate the same part of interest to your employees, so that they would also have this pessimistic behavior, a positive way to develop that particular thing. So optimistic behavior is required by you. You should have a positive, you should be a positive thinker, you should be proactive, you should be innovative and enthusiastic, so that the team member can also have it. Then it comes, it should be desirable. It can be achieved in that particular time. That should be the dream of every employee which is there. We have to develop this, we have to do this, and obviously it has to be done in a timely manner. If it is not done in timely manner, it won't be of any use. For example, if I'm going to produce the crackers and I have a cracker organization, or I should say a production house, and if I'm not able to deliver these particular crackers before 3 days of the Diwali to my different vendors, then these particular crackers would be in vain. I should not say it would be in vain, but obviously I would be not able to exploit that particular market, because in India we can use them in just in India we can use in New Year, but that particular span or the customers which we are getting during this festive season, each and every person is purchasing crackers in Diwali. So if I'm not able to launch my crackers during Diwali, then I would get some customers in later future, but not that particular span. If currently in Diwali season I'm getting 100 customers, maybe in marriage I can get 20 or 30, so the 70% loss is always there. So we have to see how timely it should be there. Then is anchored in a product or the services which creates value for the buyer or the end users. So obviously whenever it doesn't have a value for the, we have to see the value creation of that particular product. So when we are having a value creation, then we have to see it for three people. One is our customers, how valuable that is for the customer. See, I think in the last lecture I have taken the example, in every Indian house, I think not only India house, but all over the globe, in every house we have the salt and sugar. No houses would be in this globe who doesn't have salt and sugar at their in their kitchen. So we have to find how that particular thing is important to the user. They would definitely buy it. Salt and sugar, they would definitely buy it. But if I have some flavor of some cream biscuit, then surely there can be a variety of customers who are not coming and buying that particular product. Maybe they don't like cream, maybe they are a diabetic patient, or they are obese, or they want to reduce their weight. So obviously we have to see who are our customers are. We have to have the targeted customers, and for that particular targeted customers, I should have the value of that particular opportunity which I am exploiting. Then what would be the impact on our employees? Will they be able to take that particular form into a very enthusiastic way with a great zeal as you have that particular zeal? So we have to look into that particular employees also. And third, how that value is to your investors, or who have invested the money in your venture. So we have to have, so here in this opportunity, we are only concerned with this particular person, because we have to sell our product in the market, obviously. So what can be the new things? Here I think you can have a new iPhone which is being launched. So we have to tell them how it is different from Napster, how it is better from Dyson. So we have to give a comparative study for this particular new phone with all of them. So we have to do a comparative study and tell our users how it is beneficial to you. On net, I think you can find each and every comparison of any of the two things which are from the same brand or from the different brands. They are ranging from the same money section or they have been launched in the same time duration. Now, what can be the, you can have a new and the improved product. Always we are talking about two things, that is starting a new venture. So obviously you will be having a new product, and then improvement in the existing venture, that is the improved product. Let me take you the example for this. The IFB washing machine, okay, that IFB washing machine used to be of different times. Nowadays, from last I think 5 to 7 years, it is coming as a fully automatic machine. But we have this fully automatic machine also in different versions. The latest version of it is having a steam section also, in which if you want to wash your clothes in steam and don't want to use the lukewarm water also, so that it would somehow bring damage to the threads or the yarn of your cloth. So each and every time they have some improvement and they increase the price also. So they are having the same product, but sometimes they are increasing the rotations per minute. They are sometimes improving some particular technology which is being developed, which is being used into that. As I told, that they are using now a steam section also. So we have to continuously have an innovative idea for improving our product also. Then obviously a new service, that was the best example which you had, a Ola, Uber. And next, I think you know that Ola and Uber doesn't own a single car, but they only have that conceptual application which is there, and they are hiring the different cars, different sections of the cars, and even autos also and bike riders also, and then they are giving the services to you all. Similarly, the new service system I should tell, that you have a urban cab. So this urban club is also service industry. They are providing each and every service person at their end, and they can come to your doorstep and provide you the services. So you have new way of services. Nowadays, the service industry is growing so fast, even the teaching comes into that particular service industry. Then new means of production. Maybe you are using, previously you were having all the manual systems, and now you are having something which is semi-automatic. Some is being done by humans and some is being done by the machines. And you have the fully automatic version also. Okay. So in this particular case, automatic. So in this version also, where nobody else is, only our supervisor is looking into it, and that particular machine is doing each and every stages of that assembly line and giving us the final product. So which particular means of production we are using. Then new way of distributing the products or services. Obviously here I can give you an example, that previously we were having the bookstores, and we used to visit the bookstores and go and buy that particular book, or we used to go to the libraries and read those particular books which we were not able to purchase. But nowadays we have a service which is called as the Kindle. Google has a Kindle. Here he gives some of the books, some books are free of cost. Some books are free of cost, and for others to download, they are charging some amount charges. So the Google Kindle has given ebook format to each and every person. The author you like, the way of the books you like, maybe I like fantasy, so I can search into this particular thing. So you have new product, distributing way of that particular product or the services. This can also come into this new way of distribution of product. Previously there were only manual, and now we have the internet facility also, so that we are having that particular thing on the online basis. An improved service, previously we were having the cars which were not running. Now we have, I think everybody might be knowing, we have one of the services which is ion wheels. Wheels eye or ion wheels, I exactly wheels I think, where we have a chip system in this particular logistic, where you can track where your particular consignment is. So here they have the chip system, and they have the insurance also, that your goods would be delivered on time and with security and so on and so forth. So similarly, you have an improved service method, so that you are coming into these particular things. Okay, then new combination, maybe some old technology is good and now you're combining it with the new technology. In combining the old and new is, here also we can take the example of the handicraft persons who were doing that particular work in different regions, but nowadays online we can get the Rajasthani bandage and the Kutch Leheria, and the South sells online also. So that is the hybrid new combination. We were getting the same products, they are producing the same products, but the combination is different. That is, we are having that particular online services being attached to it, or any of the above hybrid mode also. So we have to exploit which particular opportunity we are looking into it, what comparative study we do. Or on doing all these particular things, the one basic thing which is common is we have to do a market research, or we have to do a market survey. Without this, we won't be able to see what is the opportunity which we can utilize and get the benefit out of it. Oh, sorry. Then opportunities are not the raindrops that suddenly it would come and it would come to you. You have to go through it. So it is from time to time, something might just happen which allows the entrepreneur to look forward. Maybe they are developing something and it has suddenly become out of the market. Like for example, when the corona time or the COVID-19 is the best example for coming all these particular things to as an online format. The schools, the education industry, which was thought of one-to-one communication when physically present in the class, now it has wholesomely converted into an online or work from home option. Even the software industry, they had to visit their offices, use those particular resources, but now still now after 3 years also, the software companies are giving them work from home services, because they have seen what might happen, which allows an entrepreneur to move forward. Now they found that it is more advantageous that their employees work at home. They only have to pay the internet charges, they only have to pay for the furniture once in a time when they are tenure, when they are in their organization, but they have not reused the official resources, the lights, the coffee machine, the vending machine. Not they don't have to keep the people for cleaning that particular place. So they found that it is more economical that their employees work from home. So we have to see from time to time, so that we can look forward where we can get the maximum profit. If we wait for an opportunity to turn up, it would probably never succeed. We have to find it out our way around. So what can be the better option? Each and every time, like in the big companies, I can give the example of Samsung, or you can take the example of any of the automobile industry like Maruti or Hyundai. They have a research and development department in their organization, which is continuously trying to achieve something new, something innovative idea. They have launched one product, but other has started working on that another product, so that they can enhance. Even the customers has not evaluated that particular product, but they themselves know what are the certain loopholes in their current product. So they try to overcome that particular thing, and as in when the customer also give them feedback, that add to that particular list if there is. So they try to increase. In automobile industry, there are some of the things, that is the mileage, which all of the time they have to improve. Then the comfort which they are providing to it, and then the mileage if they are giving, then the speed, so that if you are driving, it should be without jerks. So some of the issues are always there, which they have to have a continuous improvement. So we should never think that the opportunity would come and then we will use it. We have to search for that particular opportunity. So a creative business people seek and develop that particular opportunity. If it is not being done, then you have to do it for the first time, and you would be the innovator for that thing. So these have a particular relationship. See, what do we mean by creativity, innovation, invention? Invention is when we are doing it for the first time. Okay, like we were having only bullock carts, horse cart, and then we came up with a bicycle. That is a new way that we have two wheels, and on that wheels somebody is using its manual power, except the manual power, and moving from one place to another, and that is faster also and cheaper also. So bicycle option was one of the invention. Then airplane, that was again an invention. Okay, but bicycle, when I have different option, normal one, or the depending, normal one means on the, you want a male one or a female one, lighter one or the terrain one. Okay, so the ranges which we have, okay, gear bikes also we have. So these particular are innovation. Depending on the requirement, it came to that particular thing. So from innovation to this, from invention to innovation, we have to see what all are the opportunities, so that we can exploit those particular opportunities, and from this invention we can have new innovations. But if we have this particular innovation, we have to use a creativity to develop a new thing, to develop something new in the market. So after looking into these particular creativities, we have this particular bottom line that we want a success to be done. So we have first the invention, that is you are doing it for the first time. Then we are exploiting or we are utilizing those particular opportunities. When we utilize those particular opportunities, that means we are doing some innovation. In doing these innovations, obviously we require this particular creativity. And the bottom line which we want in this particular business opportunities is the success. That is, we have to earn the profit. The main aim of any entrepreneur is to earn a profit. So then comes, what do we mean by entrepreneurship, and what is being relation between the initiation, innovation and the entrepreneurship? As we have discussed, the entrepreneurship is an act. Obviously the act means a process or the activity which we are doing. All those things which are verbs come into the actions. So we have to look what all actions we have to take so that we can initiate a particular idea to be done, how innovative idea that is, and in what particular situations we can use that particular innovative idea. If we are utilizing this particular innovative ideas, then we have to look into what are the different economic benefits which we are earning into it. So for an entrepreneur, we should have two basic properties. Obviously the initiative, that is they have to be the path setter, they have to be the goal setter, they have to take an initiative, and along with that initiative they have to have that particular innovative skill set also, or the innovative idea generation process also in their mind. So these are the two things which every entrepreneur should have. Now coming to it, what do we mean by innovation? That is the innovation is the core of entrepreneurship. Obviously we have studied that entrepreneur should be innovative, as it was given by Peter Drucker. So we should know it has to do something new, or key to the entrepreneur success, coming it with a new product or a new technology, new location or a new market. So the innovation is, obviously if I take an example that I have a company and I have a woolen company, I'm selling those particular woolen goods in North India. Now if I try to cover the Central India also, so I'm searching out for new location, that is I can have a demographic location change, obviously. Or if I have some particular clothes and those are elite only, that is they are ranging from 3,000 to 5,000, but now I have a new range of the products in which I have the kurtis from 800 to 1,200. So that is the new market where I have the same product but with some different quality, and the market is the middle class people who can purchase the goods from 800 to 2,000 rupees. So these are some of the things which we are coming into new products and looking into it. Then obviously a new product is there, or a new technology is being used, as we have discussed in the last slide also. Then the idea generation from entrepreneurship is the point of view clearly refers to either the discovery of the business idea, discovery where you have something new, along with the market research, you commit with the output that this is the new thing which is coming to your mind and which is not existing in the market. So you have to use that, you have to utilize that particular opportunity. Then the development of an idea is more feasible business concept over time. So we have to be in that particular line segment only. We have to have a continuous research and development in our team team members, so that they can see what all things we have been lacking in our competitive companies, and we would go ahead with that particular segment also. Then what do the idea? Obviously, idea is a plan or a proposal which you have, or a suggestion, a opinion, a belief which we want. Obviously, the belief is that we should have the earthen lamps to be lighted during Diwali. So nowadays, even the Amazon, they are selling the earthen candles. So we have to have, because we are having that particular belief into that they would everybody would purchase it. So we have to have that particular idea, and then we can go for that particular idea generation. So it is better informed by recognizing the emerging opportunities, what segment you are not visited, and how you can visit that particular segment and earn money from that. The idea generation is a creative process for generating, developing and communicating this particular idea. To whom we have to communicate? We have to communicate to our employees, because in communicating, they would be helping us in developing that particular idea. This would be the physical form of that particular idea which we have generated. This is the conceptual form. This is the conceptual form of any of the idea. This is the physical form. But when it comes to the physical form, we have to communicate that to our employees, and we have to convince them so that they can convert them into the physical form. So the conceptual form, then we have to communicate, that is the verbal or maybe in the written form, and then it converts to a physical form. So what is the thought cycle? We have to first innovate. This is again, the innovation is conceptual form. Okay, conceptualization, then development. This is not the actual development, but this is the designing which we tell in the software engineering. Designing the, or I should say the planning phase of this innovation. This conceptualization planning phase is called as the development phase, in which we are doing the designing, we are doing the requirement analysis and all the other things. While in this particular conceptual, we have this market survey to be done. So this market survey is being done in this your innovation step only. Then actualization is now actually designing, actual implementation of this particular idea which I have. So this is the thought cycle which is coming. First the conceptual form, then we have to design. Let's see, if I give you some particular idea that you have to develop a library management system. So first of all thing, what you would be having some thought cycle in your mind. I would do this, I would do this, and so on. You can pen down those particular things. So in everything which is in your mind, that is in your cognitive senses, this cognitive senses is conceptualization. Now you have to do something on pen and paper. So it is coming in some physical form, but in the form of again ideas only, physical ideas on pen and paper form. You can show me the screen designing also. We will have the form in this and this form, and then the user would be clicking on these particular values. Then actually developing that particular system and then giving to the customer. So this is the thought cycle. So how this particular business idea comes into the mind? Maybe obviously the first is the past work experience. This can be for your particular entrepreneur. This can be for some senior executive member, or the steering committee member. So they might be having some particular idea. Or nowadays we have some entrepreneurs also in our company. Someone who is developing that particular system and knows the loopholes of our current system. So that is the past experience. Then hobbies and the interests. Nowadays we have this particular format that whatever you like, you have to take. So if you are liking that particular thing, obviously you would be into that particular ocean development phase or thinking phase, and you can have n number of options. You can choose this depending on the cost benefit analysis. So if you have a hobby or interest in that particular field, so you won't see that if it is 12 or 2 a.m. in the morning. So here we have to see the hobbies and interest, again the strengths and abilities. We have seen about this motivational theory. What are the strengths of that particular person? Maybe technically sound, maybe you can have that this particular person is able to manage the people. So we have to see what are the strengths of that particular person and what are the abilities and what are the drawbacks, so that we can overcome that. While in the case of business ideas, we have to see what our product is there, what are the positive things of our product which we don't have to change. Like the Adidas has the strength that their shoes don't wear out within 2 years. So we have a mindset while buying that particular product that this particular would be for 2 hours on. Oh. Then we have friends and families which are in that particular thing and they are doing that thing. So we come out with, or we have seen their problems and we are coming out with that particular solution. Then distribution channels, the different distribution channels are creating different problems. Like the distribution channel is very slow and I am going to deliver the milk, so it would perish when it goes to that particular vendor. So if that particular vendor is not able to sell that good within specific duration, then he won't be able to pay the person from whom he has bought the milk. So we have to look into that thing. Different places where we have traveled and we have learned different things. Like I told you, the taste of the dal, so we can have that particular taste. If I'm opening a South Indian restaurant here, I can have a tamarind added to my dal and some vegetables, and it would convert to rasam and sambar, so and so forth. Then books and magazines which can act as ideas. Nowadays we can have this particular with your Google also, Google Assistant also, where which can help to give what is coming new in the market. So not only the books and magazines, but the internet also comes into this particular thing. And the current traits, what are the different current traits, and we have to be on our toes or with sync in the market, so that we can have these particular things. So coming to the end of this particular video, we have discussed what do we mean by idea, what are the business opportunities, how we can identify those particular opportunities, what is invention, what is innovation, how that is being related with creativity and opportunities, and what are the different sources of ideas. Thank you so much.